The thing is that landed so well with all the YouTube.
Yeah.
Everyone who does YouTube was like, love that.
Yeah.
But I think all the older people were like,
that's a bit much.
it's a little bit. Yeah. We weren't going to have speeches. We literally said, we're not doing speeches.
Everyone who did speeches planned the morning of the speech / during the speech.
Yeah. So then, we had said before though, like Talia, because I had literally said, I'm not doing one. I just don't want to. So Talia said, I'll say thank you to Alex because she'd done so much. And then your dad kind of wanted to.
He was like, can I just say a couple words? And like, we'd spoken about it months before, and I was like, I don't know if we're having speeches, but... And then 3 days before the wedding, I messaged him, was like, by the way, like, if you want to speak, like, I know you said you want to say something, do you want to say a couple words or not? And he was like, yeah, I will. And that was the last I heard of it.
But then he did the first speech, and it was good. It was a very good speech.
It was a great speech.
Yeah. He got the emotional side.
Yeah.
Then he handed it to JJ, who screwed you over a little bit.
Well, I will speak when I am told to speak.
Okay.
I didn't know he screwed you. I'm intrigued to this.
Well, I'll explain it and then you can explain why. So JJ did his speech and he gets up, does the first part. This has already been explained on the sidecast.
And Talia's stream.
His speech?
Probably.
That's right on TikTok.
Well, he basically did an AI speech. He did the whole thing. It was very evident from like the third word that
it was
more
AI.
than 2 syllables. We knew it was AI. And then he does like an actual speech.
Yeah.
And it's really good.
It is good.
It's funny, and then he goes into an a cappella version of Lamborghini.
Yeah.
And all the old people are like, what the fuck is going on?
Now all the youth were singing it, man.
I really want to get that one moment back on video. I'm so excited to see it because it's the way he goes. He said something like, and now I'm going to do an a cappella version of Lamborghini.
He was like, it's only right, we're in Italy.
Yeah.
Lamborghini's an Italian car, so I'm going to do an a cappella version of Lamborghini.
And I was like, nah, he's joking, thinking like he's going to stop and then go, just kidding.
It's JJ.
And he just stopped.
It's JJ.
And I was like, wait, what's happening? We weren't having speeches and now suddenly Lamborghini's a cappella in our wedding hall.
Also, I swear he didn't even start on the chorus. He was like, starting on Gold Rocks, right?
Yeah.
Bro, why start there, man? Go straight into Lamborghini. Yeah.
Then he gave it to Randy and... Your speech was good, but right, you tell the joke, like you do a speech and then you end it with the story Talia's told about the Mushu paw print. And everyone's like, that was jokes. Amazing. And you kind of put the mic down a bit and everyone's like, that was a good speech. And you put the mic back up and you're like, and another thing, these two didn't even like each other. They hated each other. And Simon works for JJ and JJ owes everything to him. And everyone was like, what's
I was like, JJ will not got anywhere if not for Simon and the clothing line and all this.
And everyone just is like, I don't know what's happened.
I think it's because it was also the second, you did your speech and then you stopped and then you went, also, and you said the Mushu thing. I was like, fuck you, Randolph. And then you stopped again and then you went, also, and I screamed, Randolph, it's enough!
Oh, that's enough, yeah. Okay, now see what happened.
Okay, so that was the end of the speeches.
Yeah, I did the speeches.
Although you also tried to stitch me up. I said I'm not doing the
true.
speech. And he's like, I think we all want to hear from Simon, right?
No, I was like, I think Simon's professing words or something like that.
Yeah, and I literally told them, no. That's why I'm not doing it.
I said Simon wants to say something and you said something. Like you said the word something. Yeah. That was smart from you though. That's the typical.
No,
you did?
No.
Oh.
I said I didn't want to do a speach, so I'm not going to.
That's okay. Sorry, you said it better than what I just said there, and that wasn't even true. I made that up, and that's still not as good as what you did in real time. Maybe you should have done a speech.
No.
Right. Anyway, so I'll tell you what happened. So for ages you've been saying, "Unleash the beast." No. Yeah, because I'm not excited. I'm furious.
I'm excited. I don't know
sorry. Well, usually now on the podcast I'll be very rude, but I'll be less rude because you're here.
Okay.
I'm trying to be a bit more polite. Anyway. I'll just look this way. No, so you told me for a long time, we're not doing speeches, but if you want to do a speech, you can. So I was like,
but it wasn't specifically to you.
No, it wasn't.
It was like anyone who wants to do a speech can do a speech.
We just didn't want to put pressure on people because we know
I'm not asking you.
No,
yeah.
I know.
want you to do a speech.
But then I did say, I'm down to do one. And you were like, if you want to, then just do one. If you want to. But then I was like, okay, I'm trying to read between the lines. Because I'm thinking like, is he saying, yeah, do one, man? Or is he saying, actually, do not do one?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I was literally saying neither of that.
You're saying if you want to. You meant that, if you want to. But some people would mean that like...
Some people were like, if you want to, but...
Well, I heard from everyone that they were like, Randolph, he thinks you really want him to do one, but he doesn't want...
Who said that?
I want
to break their legs. No, but I'm also down. I was down to do one, but I wanted you to.
They all said like,
break your legs, Nick.
They're like, Randy really wants you to ask him to get like full closure to do a speech.
That I get. Do you know what? No, that I get.
Yeah.
Like, I want to do one, but I don't want to do
Josh said it too, and Toby said it.
He said it when Randolph was in the room.
No,
everyone said it.
It's no beef. But my thought process before was that like, I would. You don't have to tell me, but like also if I knew you wanted me to do one, then I'd be like, bless. I'll prepare it. But anyway, so I'm calm. I'm like, but I'm also like, I enjoy freestyling a little bit. So I'm like, I'd rather, if you ask me, I'll write one. If you just say like, oh, on the day, if you want to do one, I'll see how the day's going, right? On the plane, on the way there, I'm chatting to JJ. And he's like, oh, you're doing speech? I was like, well, maybe. And he's like, oh, I want to do one. He's like, I really want to do one. Really badly. I was like, okay. I was like, well, I think Simon's down for you to do one if you want to do one. And he was like, oh, and he said, or I said, should we just do it together then? And he's like, yeah, bless, let's do it together. That's fine. I was like, okay, calm. No worries. Then on the day, I spoke to him again. He's like, no, I'm not doing one. And he's like, and I was like, oh, okay, it's fine, no worries. And then we were in the pool the day before, and the boys were like, oh, if you're gonna do a speech, and I was like, maybe. So they said, rehearse it now. So I rehearsed it in the pool, and I had said what, pretty much the entire speech, the start of it, and the entire thing.
The hating part before the Mushu.
No, that wasn't even in it at that point. Okay. I said the Mushu part, and then also I think I said something about your mum, but in a nice way. But it isn't cool, so I was never gonna include that. But it's a nice way. Thanks, girl. Anyway, but then
what did you thank her for?
Thanking her for being so understanding on the fact that I was not being mean to her in future when she hears this, if she hears this. Anyway, right? So then I'm just minding my own business. I'm like, okay, if the time comes, I'll do one. If not, no worries. And then JJ's gone, and then he comes back, and then someone comes over to me. He's like, oh, JJ's doing a speech, by the way. So I go over to them. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, oh, I've written a speech. I was like, when did you write this speech? He's like, I've written it during the ceremony. So I was like, okay, so should we go up together? He's like, nah. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, this is my gig, man. So then he goes, no, you can go. I'll go during mains. You go after dessert. I'm thinking, what? So I'm thinking, fine, no worries. Then I'm thinking, how's he written a speech? But I'm like, you know what? He's written it during the meal. It's gonna be shit. Like, he can't write a speech that well in the meal, you know. So I'm thinking it's fine. But then in my head, I'm thinking about speech now. I want to make sure mine's better than his. So I'm like thinking, what's going on? Oh, what can I add to it? And then I'm like fucking deadgy, man, during the meal, which is jokes as it is, because he orders a Coke jug, right? And before it gets put down, he's gone. I'm like, how did you drink that so fast? Anyway,
I also heard the whole day he's like, yeah, I've got a steak coming later. It's gonna be sick. And he just didn't order a steak. He ordered like He ordered
the quail.
Yeah,
quail. Yeah, he didn't eat the pasta. He was saying to Viz, he's like, oh, Viz, pasta's the perfect thing to eat when you're fighting, but didn't eat it. He's like, I don't really like pasta. I'm like, what? And then he has his beef carpaccio, whatever it is. He's like, is this raw? I'm like, yeah, man. Yeah, it's anyway. So he goes, oh, speech. He's like, did you know at school they hated each other?
Wait, he said that?
Yeah. I was like, oh, I knew that. Yeah, I knew that. And he's like, oh, you should say how like at school they just didn't like each other. So I was like, oh, okay.
Did you go into your head?
Yeah.
I was just saying, you took advice on speaking from Deji.
I know. No, and then he also told me to say his poem. Which I forgot. And after the speech, he came up to me and was like, oh man, you didn't put the poem in. I was like, I forgot. It was something like...
Here we go.
Oh, I know, there's no way I'll forget it. There's no way I'll remember it, sorry. I have to ask him. It was something like, violets are red. No, roses are red, violets are blue. Simon and Talia, each of you deserve you, or something like that. Something like that. And I was like... Shit. Yeah, I was like, I'll do it for you. But
I just imagine Deji sat there like...
If I said it, he'd be like, yeah.
Bars.
Yeah. So anyway, so I'm doing the speech, and I was going to put the bit about you, because I was like, you know what, it's not a bad thing to say about you and him not liking each other, only because I was trying to one-up him, but then I realised after the fact that only me and him knew that we were trying to one-up each other. Yeah. And only the boys knew that as well. So it wasn't like the whole wedding knew. So it wasn't really relevant. But then I did all right with my speech, and I actually did pretty well with the poor one. Yeah. Because I was getting it out of order, because I said it in the pool.
That's what I'm saying.
I was fully sat there like, oh my God.
I asked permission, though. I did actually permission.
Yeah.
No, you said no, I probably was still
if you
100%.
If you had stopped at that point, it was a really good speech.
I know, man. Well, Carl and Bez were saying like everyone was like ready to go crazy, and then everyone
was laughing, like clapping.
Yeah, and then I looked over
another thing.
And then I looked over at JJ, and he gave me like a look. So I was like, and actually, fuck you. Hold on.
It was really awkward that he kind of stood with you as well.
Yeah, because he was
like your he literally stood behind you. No, he literally stood behind you like he was your chaperone.
Yeah, I know.
And like he was like ushering you away, like, okay, that's enough now.
But let's not forget the fact that he wrote his with ChatGPT, and it was very obvious as well, because he also referred to you in the first line as like distinguished YouTuber.
Yeah, he's like,
what?
We're here to celebrate Simon Talia. I'm so proud of you, Simon, for your achievements on YouTube.
Yeah.
And blah 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 and stuff like that. And then he also he hadn't read it beforehand, so he read saying like, it was an honor to be your best man, and he like pauses because he hasn't read it yet, and he realizes like it says I'm his best man, but I'm not. So he goes, it's been an honor to be your Best man.
But I said that. I was like, I'm the real best man.
Yeah.
I think that's what's in my
Yeah.
head. Could have been.
I
Anyway,
didn't have a best man, just to clear up.
there's no best man.
Yeah.
But then, by the way, when I left the pool party, the day after, he went, "Oh, real best man" to me.
Well, he said,
Nick, by the way, he said it to me.
Did he?
who?
You did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't.
Oh, bro, you did, man.
When?
The pool party the day after. Am I dreaming that as well? No, there's no way I'm not. No, you did.
This is actually like, I swear. If I said it, I swear I don't remember this.
Okay. You said it. Okay, I think you said it. And if you did say it, it was a joke. But I think you said it.
I don't remember it.
Because I left, right? I came back. And I don't know I left again. But I also could be dreaming this. I'm like, oh, what wedding, man?
Exactly.
Yeah. No, and then also you can't do Lamborghini, man. That's cheating.
This is what I'm worried about now. Like, when he gets married, is he going to be like, oh, I did one of yours?
Oh, yes.
Because no, I'm not doing it.
You do
He's a
Lamborghini.
cheat code. He's done half of it.
You got to do this
Is-
track.
Half of it is AI. And then-
Deji's sitting right there as well. He just
Oh,
turns
what
to
you're
Deji.
saying is speech. We thought you meant a performance.
No, well,
But I don't have a performance.
I
to
thought
do.
speech
No.
and then performance.
What, as in, like, I don't have something I can just go, all right, I'll do an a cappella version of
I
this.
just thought I'm not doing a speech.
And
I'll
then,
do
yeah,
one at JJ's.
you'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll just go,
Yeah.
You're like,
oh,
why is
I
someone
hope
speaking?
everyone
Who's
celebrates and stays the night
Oh,
Oh,
and just drag you up.
gosh.
Yeah.
Nice. Also, unrelated, is that a bedpan?
bedpan.
No, it's the top of a bin.
Oh, okay. I've been thinking
Oh.
about it all podcasts.
That's
I
what
keep looking at
we're
it.
talking about our wedding,
I
Talia,
know, and I'm
and
like,
you're
why
thinking
is there
about
a
bedpans.
Yeah, because I'm concerned.
What's a bedpan?
You know what they use in hospitals? They put
throw
under the
open?
person.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
are they metal?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I go to. It's cardboard, man. Fucking hell. Some people live
That's the
different.
north.
Yeah. Why isn't it getting it now? We don't have to show it.
It's a bin.
It's
It's
bin
back on the
lid.
bin. No, but it was great. I enjoyed his speech. At least he admitted it. I was like, you know what? If he doesn't admit that this is ChatGPT,
No, I think the
I
whole
think-
point was that it sounded like that.
Bro, he literally describes my YouTube career. And
Yeah, I
not in like a
Because in
normal
like
way.
2 sentences we knew, and he was laughing at the fact it was
Yeah.
AI. Like I feel like that was the whole point. Is that
All the old people were lost.
yeah, they probably didn't
Yeah.
know what ChatGPT meant when he
No.
said that as well.
yeah.
He should have said AI just for them.
Nah, but I had a few
Yeah,
people
but-
come up to me at the end and they were like, "Oh, your speech was better." But your dad did the best speech though. His was actually really, really
He
He
good.
does
did
is
well.
really good.
Yeah.
Although his joke about, so he goes, oh, you know, some people couldn't be here because,
Oh,
you know, they're ill, you know, like my grandma or whatever. And then he goes, oh, and you know, some other people also couldn't be here because they are a little bit dead.
I
Yeah,
love
he
that.
said
joke. I love
We
that.
were literally like, sorry, what?
The thing is, that landed so well with all the YouTube.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Oh, I was.
Everyone who does
We were
YouTube was like,
cruising.
love that.
Yeah.
But I think all the older people were like,
That's a bit much.
it's a little bit, you know, a little
Because
bit
his
rude.
wasn't written as well. He just spoke. So
Yeah.
I was like, I have no idea where he's going to go with this. Like, I really don't know. Because he's just speaking.
Yeah, yeah.
But he did well.
Should use AI as well, man. Should have gone for it.
Imagine.